Welcome to the Tuesdays edition of I Hate It Here. My name is Erica.
I'm Marissa.
And thank you for hopping on the Hot Mess Express.
All aboard. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
All right, guys. So we really spiraled last Thursday.
We did.
I mean, that show was crazy.
We said off the rails we go.
It just went that way. The train just was already like off the rails before we even got on air.
I was just waving my hands.
And we just totally took that show off the rails.
We did.
So many F-bombs that I'm going to try to behave this show.
I said what I said. I am not apologizing for my behavior, guys. It is what it is.
Well, I'm going to try not to throw as many F-bombs. I'm not saying I'm going to behave. I'm just going to...
No, because if I say that, then I'm going to be... It's going to slip out more. I know myself. So I'm sticking to it.
So, yeah, it was a little crazy. I know people, like, after the show were like, oh, my God, you guys were so crazy on Thursday. It was funny. And I was like, ooh.
Like crazy in a good way or crazy like bless your heart? I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know which one, but I was just like, oh my God, I hope it wasn't cringe. And I have yet to go back to hear the episode.
Okay.
And edit it. So, because I'll edit it, cut out the music. Throw it on YouTube channel, right? So I haven't done that yet. And I'm a little worried. So.
We'll see.
I don't know what kind of surprise we're going to get when I listen to that. But yes, you guys, thank you for tuning back in today after our crazy asses Thursday.
Y'all are the real MVPs. Look at y'all.
Absolutely. We were just talking about like restructuring at companies because my sister's dealing with it in hers.
Mm-hmm.
In my company, they had a huge meeting, and they were like out of the blue meetings too. Like my part of marketing, we got told within like an hour that we had a required meeting.
Oh, those are the worst.
And I was like, oh, what the fuck? So luckily it wasn't, it doesn't really affect my pod.
Okay.
You know, but like the marketing portion of that company has been haywire for a very long time. It was ran by another, like VP of another department, which was sales, which should have never... been in charge of marketing. That should be sales and marketing should always be separate.
Absolutely.
Separation of church and state. Mm-hmm. Because those two cannot be
together. No.
It's chaos. So they hired a whole new VP who took on the marketing team like 2.5 years ago. He's restructuring and doing stuff. So I totally agree with what they're doing. I just feel bad for people that have been there a long time because they've been super secure in their jobs for, it's that fear of change because they're changing a lot of titles. They're getting rid of some, and people are going to have to reapply for their positions.
Oh,
some of them.
See, that's the part
that's fucked up.
That's the part that I would be like, fuck you and your job, but then I have to pay my bill, so I totally reapply. But I think it's bullshit that they make them reapply. It's like, you already hired me, and it's an easy. On the back end, it's an easy fix to just transition someone and say, hey, you're starting from this role to this role. Mm-hmm. But to have them reapply, I feel like that's a slap in the face.
I mean, are they trying to get rid of these people? Have they sat? I think they sat and were like, oh, this position.
Yeah.
Knows what she's doing or what he's doing, what they're doing. And we need to call it something else.
Because what they do, so, again, I've been a part of these on the back end, so... whenever they want to get rid of folks, they'll just get rid of the position, right? And it can go one or two ways. Either I'm going to get rid of this position because it no longer aligns and it's now this position, and I'm going to open it up to everyone, and you're going to, even though you've been doing this role for 10 years, you are now going to have to reapply, and it's that you lose your tenureship pretty much is what that is. And that's also used as a tactic to discourage people from reapplying. Yeah. Because also they can't lay you off, right? Because then they have to pay you benefits. If they lay you off, they have to pay if they've negotiated some sort of comp package whenever they are terminated. So you never know.
Who fucking knows? But it's going around everywhere. It always happens around this time of year.
It does.
Because
the summer.
They're reevaluating, they're checking against the budget.
Well, that's when everybody really sees how much you've really fucking spent, and then you go, oh, shit. Gotta tighten the ropes there.
But luckily, I'm unfazed. Your restructuring happened 2 months ago.
It did.
And you were forced into the role that you're into now.
I am.
So good times for you. So really
Love that
nothing
for me.
to I mean, I have really nothing to bitch about work. It's been I've had since July, the 4th of July week. I've been on cruise control, so I'm not complaining at all. But I do want to I don't know if we should save it for the end. I want to talk about our Saturday experience.
Oh, yeah. Before we do that, though,
okay,
I would like to share and I want to get the input here of folks here to see if it's just a you thing or a me thing, or am I in the wrong? Because, so today, the CEO of the company came in and she was like, hey, we should do this team building activity because we're going to have some events happening in the office. So there's a lot of people from the leadership team that flew in and are in office, right? And that's very rare. Like, we only get people in the same room like that, like in person, maybe 3 to 4 times a year. But this is a smaller organization where we have to be connecting with each other continuously. But actually being physically in the same space, it's actually only like 3 to 4 times a year because there's people that are in different areas. So she was like, I have a fun idea. Let's go play pickleball. And so I was like, oh, I mean, I've never played before, that was a whole experience, but, she said this on Monday afternoon. I was like, okay, fine.
She like sprung it on you guys?
Yeah,
less than 24 hours ahead of time?
No. She was like, hey, for tomorrow, since we have, because we have like a leadership team meeting, and she was like, hey, why don't, being that we have everybody in office, why don't we do a short meeting, make sure, let's get together, see if anybody has any questions, and then we'll go play pickleball, and then we'll all go to lunch, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking, great, we're going to go here, we're going to go to lunch, and then we're going to all call it a day, right? And go home. Because we're playing pickleball outside. We are sweating. Oh my God. Sweating.
It's so gross outside too.
It's gross, it's humid, it's like 90-something degrees. So...
you play pickleball.
So I was like, I mean, I'd rather do that than be sitting there reading emails, right? So I was like, sure, I'll go play pickleball. We go, we play, we go have lunch, and then it's like, oh, we're going back to the office. So everybody has to go home and shower because we were all sweating. So everybody made it back to the office to like 2:30.
So you could work 3 hours and then fucking bail?
Yeah, like 2:30, and then...
But did you really even do work when you guys got back to the
office?
No,
because we were all fucking tired. Because it's not, like, pickleball, like, it's exhausting. Like, it's kind of like tennis a little bit. So, you're running around, it's humid, it's hot, so... I was exhausted. We were all just kind of like, we don't want to do shit anymore. Like, let's just go home. And so we all just kind of sat there, tapped around, walked around, and they were like, all right, we're out of here. But all of this to say, I'm curious if you all, because I saw a lot of people that were like, oh yeah, we come during our lunchtime to come, like for like their jobs, to come play, like do our workout, and then they go back to work. I could fucking never. Because I'm sleepy. I'm done. I want to go home. I want to take a nap.
And who wants to play pickleball in the middle of the day? I mean, I guess people do like indoor paddle ball and basketball. I don't know.
But even gym though, like...
Oh, but I go in the middle of the day.
But I feel like it's a little bit different though.
Because I work from home?
No. I think it's a little bit different because it's to me it's swimming.
So but like today I went and did
you go to the gym? Okay. Do you go during the middle of the day and then come back?
Yeah.
And are you like, yes, I'm going to sit down and get this work done?
No, I try to go when I'm done with meetings for the day.
Yeah.
No, I do. I have meetings sometimes after, but I'm a total slacker. I don't know. It's hard for me to gauge that because I'm a total slacker with this job.
But are you like, okay, because again, these are people, These are people that go there and then
Yes.
go back to their job and like have to finish out the rest of the day.
No, I can finish it up. I'm fine.
I can't do that.
Because I'm also not in the heat. When I do swim, I come back and I'm like, eh. Like, I make sure I go swimming on days that I really don't have anything to do. Or that I'm going to be able to sit poolside and, like,
just maybe answer emails or just
just kind of be on
but
cruise
not
control at
like
that point.
fully come in and like work and get
No.
fully engage.
No, I'm not really going to come back and I'm not at 100%. No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm at like 70.
Yeah.
The highest.
Yeah, maybe you shoot a couple emails, you
Uh-huh.
whatever, but you're not going to sit there and like, okay, I'm going to get this project to fucking completion.
No.
Okay. Because I was like, am I just a fucking slacker? Like, what the fuck,
But
these
also
people?
being in the heat playing pickleball, fuck that. In Texas and this type of weather, she's fucked up for making you guys do that. I'm not okay with that. That's that needs to be reported to the Better Business Bureau. The labor laws that are being
I don't know what kind of laws are being broken, guys, but yeah, that was my day. So, I was just curious because I'm like, I could never be that person because I know people that go work out during like their lunch break and then they come back and work. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not built like that. I could never.
I don't know, guys. I'm a slacker. I can come, but I can come back and do it. But I'm also not in the heat. When I do go lap swimming, I do it like on Fridays and Wednesday, like days that I'm not as crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, these are because again, it was packed. It was like it was like packed of people because they're like, yeah, we play here in like during our lunch hours, and then we go back because this is like a like an office area where this is at. So it was like 10 minutes from the office. So all of the people that work in those office spaces go and they apparently that's where they go. They go and they fucking play pickleball during their lunch hour.
No, fuck that. I'm also again not in the heat unless I go lap swimming. But her throwing this out there less than 24 hours and saying, "Hey guys, it's gonna be a fun team bonding experience to go play pickleball in the middle of the fucking day in Texas heat." I'm reporting her ass to some labor laws. There's labor laws being broken, Marissa.
Yeah, but it was. You better bet that I'm using this shit to be like, why didn't this get done? Oh, because we went to go play pickleball. The rest of the week, I'm out. I'm out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to a song.
Yes.
And did you want to see if anybody agreed with you, or do you want to go to a song?
Let's go to a song. Let us know in the chat. Are you ever the person that can go do like during your workday, does a workout and then comes back and can fully get into the work mode? Or are you a slacker like me where once you're done, like that's it, you're done? You can't go back.
You're calling it a day. You're not.
Yeah, I'm calling it a day. Yeah, no, I'm not going back to work. Or can you do both? Let us know.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. We are back. All right. It looks like Flaggy says, Sal says, office cubicle shower time. I'm going home.
Oh, no office.
No.
Cubicle shower. Like, that's a horse bath? No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No. You're just not using wipey, Sal, to clean yourself up in the cube.
No. And we have an open space, so there's no room.
We're watching you clean up. No.
We're all gonna be besties now. All right, Flaggy says, hell no. Every time we have a group activity like that, everyone shuts down and we just sit around for the rest of the day. That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, okay, like if you wanted, I thought it was gonna be like free day. Like we just go home, but no. Sal says the key is to work out before work. I'm like, yeah, that I could do. I just can't like go to work and then go work out and then get back into work mode. I can't do that. I don't know. I'm not skilled like that. All right, but with that said,
let's get into the crazy story.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So my boss, and a fellow coworker all happened to share a hobby. In August, I made the mistake of going on a weekend trip with them. The outing was justified by claiming we could save money if we split the cost of lodging. We rented a one-bedroom condo with 2 lofts. The lofts face each other across the living room. I had one loft, my boss had the other. Okay, so I'm already not fucking wanting to share shit with my boss.
No, why am I spending time with my boss outside of work?
Friday night was fine, but Saturday he got drunk. After we all went to bed, he stood in his loft and asked if I wanted to sing while he did a striptease.
What kind of
hobby are they into?
What kind of hobby are they into? What the fuck?
Know. That is fucking hilarious. So much for me for not cursing today. All right. I did not and told him so. I
would want to karaoke.
Will I striptease? I would have been like, yes, because my singing would have scared him back into bed.
Watch him be like, all right, bet.
My singing is so awful that he would be like, oh, fuck no, let's scratch this idea. I'm just going to go to bed. So I would have probably said yes. I did not and told him so. I would have turned the lights off so not to see anything, but the control for the overhead was in his loft. Anyway, he proceeded. Marissa's face, like, are you confused?
Yeah, I'm like, do they not have bedrooms?
No, they're lofts that face each other in a one-bedroom condo. I don't understand the setup.
Yeah,
they're facing each other.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, he proceeded to take off his clothes.
He said, "You're gonna watch me striptease.
Like, I'm gonna do this anyway, with or without the music."
So with or without you, you're seeing all of this.
I'm fucking doing this.
Ooh.
I rolled over and faced
the wall.
I rolled over and faced the wall once the shirt came off. I heard his belt buckle hit the floor not long after.
Oh.
I have no idea if he stopped there or if the performance ended with full frontal nudity. Before this happened, our relationship was great. We've worked together for years and have been very close. We each had a bad pandemic and lost people. We have cried on each other's shoulders via phone several times. But ever since this incident, he has completely ignored me at work. Good.
Well,
please ignore me. I do not want to talk to you, sir.
You refuse to strip test. He felt rejected.
Do not. Like, please, like, I wouldn't want him talking to me. Like, there's no better scenario than him ignoring her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if he didn't striptease, please, I like my boss to completely ignore me.
Yes, I'm not here.
At present, he won't take or return calls and doesn't respond to emails. At present, I can go a couple weeks without seeing or hearing from him at all. It's gotten so bad that I've begun contacting other same level supervisors when I have issues that need to be resolved. Usually, I send the request to him first via email, text, or phone, then send one follow-up 3 days later. If I've gotten no response 48 hours after follow-up, I contact another supervisor. I keep all my messages friendly and upbeat because I'm pretty sure he's just embarrassed and realizes he made a huge mistake. The other person we were with doesn't know, and I have no plans on telling her or HR. I've got boys and have held leadership roles in the scouting program for over 12 years, so trust me, I've seen men do a lot of stupid things. Camping, beer, and stupidity are the holy trinity of male outings. This is just par for the course. The only difference is I don't have to work with him. I do know he's been going through a very difficult time personally. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's embarrassed, possibly even terrified that I'll go to HR because this has a possibility to become a career-ending debacle. I won't do that for one bad decision, which he obviously regrets. However, this is affecting my performance at work, so something has to change. How do I resolve this issue? I can't just send an email, voicemail, or text because there's no right to privacy on company machines. I have his personal cell number, but figured that if he's ignoring me at work, he probably won't answer that either. And I can't just walk into his office because we work remotely. So what should she do?
Let it be.
I mean, but she needs him to answer shit, and he's being completely avoidant.
Yeah, but she has a plan B, which she's sending it to other supervisors. Like if that was like your only option and you're like, I have nowhere else to send this to, then it'd be a different story. Just let it. He'll come around eventually once he goes through whatever.
I don't know. I would personally, after like she said, it's been a while. Like it's been a good amount of time. How long did she said? It's been. Well, she said it's been a while that this has happened. Like the time gap from the striptease to that.
But what is a while?
I don't know. I would fucking send him a text just like if they're cool enough to go fucking vacationing together, then it should be cool enough for her to text him and be like, look, dude, whatever happened, it didn't happen. I'm not like, don't worry about it. I forgot about it, but I need you to be professional.
But then why bring it up? What if you're gonna text them? I think the best thing to do is say, "Hey,
sing into the phone."
Hey there. No, I think the best thing is if you're gonna be like, "Hey, I forgot about it," then don't bring it up. Just be like, "Hey, I need you to respond, and you're not responding back to me. Is there something that we can like?"
You would do it on his personal phone, or you would do it through work?
I would do it through work. I would do it through work. I'd be like, hey, when I send these items to you, I really need a response. Is there an issue? Is there something that I'm not aware of? How would you like to proceed so that we can continue having so that these things can get done and there's no hiccups? So that's what I would do. But I don't know. To me, it's like people that sit there and go, "Hey, I forgot about." No, you didn't. Because why are you bringing it up? No, you didn't.
I don't know. I don't. If they've gone on vacation, like they're vacationing together.
Not for long.
Well, not anymore after that, right? But like they were that comfortable with each other to fucking go not only vacation together, right? But like they were in the same fucking
loft,
like condo,
like in the same living space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they're sharing kitchen, bathroom type of space.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to that level of comfortability. Then I'm okay reaching out and being like, privately, and being like, hey, what happened. Like, not even have to, like, don't bring up the whole situation. Like, hey, remember that time you got really drunk and you wanted me to sing to you while you stripteased? Remember that time? Okay, well, I don't either. Like, I wouldn't completely call it out, but I would be like, hey, whatever happened, but I need you to answer me professionally. Like, I need, on a timely manner, I need you to get to these emails. Like, I need you to get back on track with me, at least professionally.
I don't know.
I would totally call it out.
I would do it professionally because I'm asking for this professionally. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, if this person is still going on like trips and shit, then that's a different story. But if this is whatever it is that we have personal, like we'll address it personally. But this, to me, this is professional. I need you to answer me. Is there something like what happened? How can we bridge this gap? Because I need you to answer me because shit needs to get done. I would not take the professional to the personal side and text that over. Because then again, you don't know. You're crossing a boundary in a line.
Well, they've already crossed that line. There's no
personally. Yes,
they've already crossed that line so many times. Like it's been years of going back and forth.
Granted, but again, it's now affecting the workplace. You take this, like, even at that, to your point, this line has already been crossed. This happened on personal time. It wasn't a company trip. So even if she was to bring this up to HR, what's going to happen? It's going to be a hearsay type of thing. You know what I mean? So I think it's just then delineate professional. Hey, we have to work together. Are we going to be able to continue to work together? Are you capable of working together? And then personally, we don't have to talk to each other if we don't want to. Or we can continue to talk to each other and I can fucking make fun of you for this, down the line when you're ready to laugh about it. But I wouldn't keep mixing the two. Because if she doesn't get her documentation in order, regardless of what is happening, she doesn't have to bring this up. But if he doesn't continue to respond and it starts affecting her career path, she has to cover herself professionally.
Okay. Well,
again, that's my 2 cents. You would totally text him. I would keep it on email and professional. Interesting. Let us know in the chat. What would you all do? Would you all reach out to him on the personal phone and be like, "Hey, that thing that we don't speak about, that thing that we don't speak about, are we still not speaking about it at all, or like I need you to respond to me on the professional side, or what is it that you would do?"
All right, put it in the chat. Let us know. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, guys, we are back, and Marissa and I are cracking up because we're like, what would you sing?
I know, like if you were put in that situation, what's your go-to song?
I mean,
I think about the weirdest shit, guys. I'm sorry, but
so, I would either have to go super funny and start singing like, "You ain't nothing but a hoochie mama" to him, or the only songs that I know by memory are like sad jams. So I'm like, "Boss, you're gonna have to sad stripper this shit," because I just know really sad bops by heart. That's
what I'm saying. Like, what is the go-to? I don't know.
I don't know. You're gonna have to sad boy stripper to a little Tori Amos acapella here. So I don't know what the fuck else to sing to you. All right, what's going on in the chat, Marissa?
All right, so it looks like we have a question here asking do we know if the boss is hot? We don't know.
No, I don't think.
Because that would make a world of a difference.
Ooh.
On my response.
Oh fuck yeah. No, I'm not fucking my boss. Wait a minute. No, that's bad, guys.
I never said you had to fuck him. I just said you had to karaoke that bitch. Damn.
I went from 0 to 100 real fast.
Nobody said you had to fuck him. But am I going to roll over and see the wall? I don't know. Like, it depends.
Oh, I'm not looking at that wall. I'm seeing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm pussy.
No, we know you're seeing.
If he's a hot boss, I'm holding my phone up like a boombox. I'm watching him go to town. But no, I highly doubt he was a hot boss.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a hot boss.
The odds are very slim.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't sound like hot boy behavior. Just saying. Flaky says he has an idea. So this person needs to send him a nude, an eye for an eye. No, that's just going to make it even worse. Let's see. Mia says, I had an awkward situation with a coworker, but not this awkward. She says she would confront him. So I asked, would you do this on the personal side, like text him or call him, or would you do it on the professional side? And she said, personally, she said she would text him like, hey, Magic Mike, let's talk about this shit. Flaggy says, be like, hey, listen up, tater tot dick. We need to move past this. Well, start with an insult. I don't know about that one. While I find that hilarious, I don't know that he would. Let's see. Flaggy says he would sing Total Eclipse of the Heart.
You see, be a sad boy Bob.
Would be a sad boy Bob. Mia says, I would sing the happy birthday song and make it real weird.
Like, I mean, Marilyn Monroe style or like...
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe JFK style.
Who knows? All right, guys, so that was our crazy work story of the day.
That is wild.
That's super funny.
That's something that I would not put on anybody's bingo card.
You had a very awkward relationship with the boss.
I did.
Like, a lot of lines were blurred.
Yes.
In that relationship.
Yeah.
But nothing to, like, that extent, but, like...
No. But he was like a child. Like,
a drunken child.
He was like a drunken child that I never wished for. So, I'd say it's very hard to come back from that because you don't look at people the same.
Okay.
You don't.
True. I mean, after that last incident where you really had to keep him from going to jail.
Yeah, no, I was like, you're fucking done.
But, like, had he ignored you, like, just stopped talking to you, like, you wouldn't feel comfortable texting him and being like, hey, what the F?
No.
Let's keep it. You would have kept it professional.
I would have kept it professional, and the reason for that is because now my job's on the line, especially because he's my boss. You know what I mean? So I would have covered my ass and just been like, hey, I need you to respond to my emails. Is there something, again, cover your ass. Like, ask all the questions that are going to put him on the spot of, like, why are you not answering my emails and how do we move? Like, I need you to answer my emails, or is there another preferred way of communication that you would like? You want me to send it somewhere else and they can send it to you? How can we resolve this? But I would not text them personally if it was affecting the working relationship, because I feel like that would, again, who knows? Like, when people get embarrassed, like, what if he's like, fuck it, I gotta get rid of this bitch. Like, she can't tell my secret. You know what I mean? Like,
she can't tell my secret.
You know what I mean? Like, she can't tell people that I like to get drunk and fucking striptease to karaoke. Like, like, you never know what people's reactions are gonna be, so you have to cover your ass. So I would still have kept it on the professional side. I would have not, like, you drew a line, I'm gonna respect it.
Okay.
But now, you get yourself out of jail, sir.
He was a hot mess.
He was a hot mess, guys. When I tell you that he was older, like older.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could have been a grandchild.
But he could party with fucking Mick Jagger.
The fucking best of them. Oh my god. Like, it was ridiculous. But he was just a hot mess. Like, he was one of those people that would just continue. Like, when he started drinking, there was no in between.
Yeah.
It was just from I'm here to I'm getting shit faced, and everything that comes beneath it. So I was his, like, executive assistant, and he was a VP. He was a VP of a company, and so I was his executive assistant. So part of it that I felt like it was kind of like my duty, because I was like, well, I need my fucking job, is to just really baby this man until fucking oblivion. And I was just like, I'm done. I can't with you.
That was wild.
That was wild. But he never asked me to karaoke, because then he would have gotten punched in the face.
Yeah.
For sure.
He never crossed
that. No, never. Because again, I mean, I could have been a granddaughter. Seriously, like, yeah. That's the age difference between us, is that I could have been a granddaughter.
Oh my gosh! All right, so let's go into the crazy just life story of the day, I guess.
All right.
Okay, my daughter-in-law lost both of her parents. Her mother earlier this year, and dad when she was 15. I love her like she's my own, and I'm so proud of her and how far she's come. I'm very involved in my church, and we were planning an event for moms/kids. It coincided with my monthly SAC ministry for seniors. So in the morning, we'd all make the lunches, and then we'd do other things. Make friendship bracelets, run errands, grill, tie-dye, etc. My daughter-in-law is not religious, but she does like to give back. So when I invited her, she accepted. We got the lunch supplies, and she helped with the lunches. She even offered to go deliver them to the organization we work with, since she has a big car. This is when the church organizer, Kathy, started an issue. She thanked my daughter-in-law and said that would be all we needed from her all day, and she could go home after.
Oh?
She said, that's it, bitch, you're done.
But you did not just treat me like an Uber.
I said, no, daughter-in-law is here to spend the day with me and have fun with everyone. Kathy had the gall to make an ugly face and said, she's not anyone's daughter.
Bitch.
I will.
You wanted to catch these hands in the fucking Lord's house? No, ma'am.
In the Lord's house.
In the Lord's house? No, ma'am.
Kathy made. Oh, I said that's okay. She's my daughter-in-law. I said that's okay. She's my daughter-in-law in the case that Kathy didn't know.
Okay.
She's a better person than I would have been, because I'm like, fuck off, Kathy. She's sane. Kathy made another ugly face and said that didn't count, and that she didn't even belong here, which ruffled my feathers. Everyone should be allowed. If one of the dads wanted to join us, I would have said yes. Who cares? We got into an argument, and my daughter-in-law ended up crying. Again, she just lost her mom. She left and told me to have fun, and I rounded on Kathy and told her that what she had just done was unchristian as I'd ever seen. And that if she can't find it in her heart to welcome everyone to our events, she should not be the volunteer organizer. Kathy told me, tough cookies, if I don't like it, to take it up with the church office.
But take it up with these hands, bitch. I'm fighting. I'm already going to hell, guys. I don't think that fighting in a church is what's going to get me there.
Okay, oh fuck, I lost my place because I was laughing. Hold on. God damn it. Okay, Kathy told me tough cookies. If I didn't like it, to take it up with the church office, and a few other members overheard as I got ready to load up my van for the sack lunches. A few helped me and got to talking about how awful Kathy has been. After I left, they all cornered Kathy, and she said they would all talk to the church office. Well, she isn't the organizer anymore, and she's been the organizer for over 2 decades. She ended up confronting me after church, raising her voice, getting in my face, etc. She told me I had ruined her life over my daughter-in-law not belonging to the church, and that she hopes I was happy. I admit I did feel bad after that, but I'm not sure if I should. P.S. Sorry if I didn't do it. Oh, anyhow. So, was she, like, so she wants to know if she's in the right for, like, telling on her?
Absolutely.
What's her question? I admit that I feel bad for her, but I'm not sure if I should. Oh, so I guess, should she feel bad for her?
No.
No, fuck Kathy.
No, fuck Kathy and her stupid fucking face.
I'm like, Kathy, you're, like, this is the Lord's house, Kathy. And
why are you trying to get us both going? Why are you trying to get us both locked up, Kathy?
Always these fucking church ladies.
Always some entitled bitch. Always. Always. Just because you're the church organizer. Ma'am, organize yourself out of my fucking business. How about that?
I'm going to organize my hands on your face.
Like, yeah.
Marisa's so mad and ready to fight.
I'm so mad. Like, how dare she? How dare you? Don't belong. And it's this, like, the comment of you're no one's daughter.
Oh, that's so fucked up. Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. After that, we're fighting. Like, that's not, especially because, I mean, the background to this is that she had just lost her mom, and, like, that is insane. No, ma'am.
I don't understand how people have the audacity to say shit like this out loud. Like, I mean, I think a lot of fucked up shit that I want to say to people, but do I actually say it out loud? No. You don't say this stuff to people.
But Kathy sounds like she's fucking old.
Well, I mean, she's been doing it for decades.
That's what I'm saying. Kathy sounds like she's fucking old, so maybe you just don't give a fuck anymore? I don't know. But even at that,
but fuck Kathy. This is a church, Kathy. You're supposed to be all-inclusive.
Not according to Kathy.
No, not according to Kathy, that bitch.
Fuck Kathy. Don't feel bad. Fuck that bitch.
Mm-mm. I think Kathy should have been pushed out a long time ago.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I think this rallied all the other volunteers, all the other church ladies who fucking hate Kathy.
They were just waiting.
They were just waiting for the right moment, and they're like, this is our moment. Let's get this bitch out. And they all rallied, went to the church office, and they're like, now you can just sit down and watch Kathy.
I would have been like, fuck you, Kathy. Get the fuck out. Go find a new church to terrorize.
All right.
That's insane.
Well, let's go to a song, and then we could come back and read what's in the chat.
All right.
Oh, I cut that part out.
I
Sorry,
know.
Marissa. I don't like that part.
No, I was like, I don't remember that part. I think everybody cuts out that part.
That part sucks. All right. Oh my gosh, Roland. I was just telling Marissa and you guys probably heard me scream, oh my God. I keep forgetting to clip when you called in and you
gave us that gem.
Gave us that little gem of like, miss me bitch, or something like
miss
that.
me with that bullshit. Yeah.
Or something. I need to clip that and use it as a drop because that was so fucking hilarious. And seeing you just reminded me that I need to go back to that show and do it. But yes, we've missed you tons as well.
Yes.
You missed last Thursday. We were completely fucking unhinged last Thursday on this show.
More than usual, which is kind of tough to beat.
Like, we kind of scared ourselves. Coop had to do a wellness check after the show. We were totally unhinged last Thursday.
Yep. All right. So going into the chat, Mia says, fucking Kathy. Fluggy says, beat her ass and go straight into the confession booth. No, fuck that. I ain't got shit to say. Lord saw it. It was in his house. Roland says, fuck Kathy and her ugly face. Let's see. Helen says, all the church ladies are like, we are done with Kathy. Sal says, yeah, corner that bat church lady. Katie says, kick her bitch ass to the curb.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Fluggy says, forgive me, Father, for I am about to throw hands. No, I asked for forgiveness later, Fluggy. Fuck that. Roland says, snatch Kathy's wig off and beat her ass. Helen says, even heathens realize it's the Lord's house, just like the Lord's chips. Roland, to the comment that this lady made about who, like, she's nobody's daughter. Roland saying she should have said she's the Lord's daughter. Helen says people and their privilege. Kathy is really a Karen.
Yep.
Let's see. Karen in a blue wig. And Roland is saying a tequila shot is a wellness check.
Well,
fair.
And Kathy saying you ruined my life, I would have been like, no, Kathy, you shouldn't have been such a cunt, and you would have still been head volunteer up in this bitch. But no, you decided to fucking be a incredibly horrendous human, and this is where we're at.
And I'd be like, fuck you, Kathy. Fuck you and your fucking fucked up comments and your bullshit and your shenanigans. Nobody wants you here.
Go fuck off with your sad little life now.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you. Miserable bitch.
All right, guys. So before we jump off, we haven't done a water cooler moment.
I know.
In months.
In a hot minute, yeah.
Months. So our water cooler moment is when we talk about like pop culture stuff you talk about, with like people in office around the water cooler, just stuff that's not work related. So, oh my God, guys, we went to our first 4DX movie on Saturday. Yes. We took my nephew and Marissa's boys to go see
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool versus Wolverine. And holy fuck, was that an experience. First of all, the movie is so crazy. It's so, it was so foul that there was parts that made me cringe. That I even got a little embarrassed sometimes. And the boys were sitting behind us. So I don't even know, I couldn't even see their faces.
Yeah.
What was going on. But,
I was fighting for my life. Fuck the kids. Fuck them kids and every man for themselves.
Those chairs.
I was fighting for my life.
If you guys have not experienced a 4DX movie, you have to do it. It is so crazy. I mean, had somebody warned me, I would have put on a sports bra.
Yes.
Shit was flying everywhere.
I would have worn fucking tennis shoes, workout gear. I would have had it all together.
It was so wild, and 4DX means, of course, you get the 3D, the movement of the chairs, right? So it feels like you're kind of like on a amusement park ride.
Almost, yeah.
And then the X means that if it's wind is if it's drafty, they'll do a shot of air. If it's it was a super violent movie, right? So anytime they killed somebody and blood splattered, you would get mist.
Yes.
On you. So at one point, I was like, oh, I tried to turn around to make sure the boys were okay, and at that moment, air popped. Air popped right into my eyeball. And I was like, my contact's gonna pop out. This is crazy. It was. You have to do it, guys.
It's an experience for sure.
Totally a crazy experience. Fun as fuck. You're gonna
just
have to
eat.
take a second mortgage.
Yep.
Because the fucking concessions are outrageous.
It's more expensive than tickets every time. Every time. But word to the wise, do not don't try to eat popcorn and stuff while you're trying to watch the movie and it's happening. Eat it beforehand.
My sister's popcorn went everywhere.
Everywhere. Fucking everywhere. My drink was spilling, and then I don't know if it was because I was on the side, on the corner one, that at some point, I think I almost lost a shoe. Because I had sandals on, so I was like trying to like, I was like, it's either the shoe or the popcorn or my boobs. I don't know. I was trying to hold on to everything, guys. Everything.
It was, so I highly recommend that. And what else was I forgot. There was another water cooler moment I wanted to talk about, and I completely forgot.
I don't know.
Oh well.
But before we wrap up, because some housekeeping items before we go is if you want to share your stories with us, if you ever want to call in and give your 2 cents, feel free to request a call in. We'd be happy to have you. Happy to hear your stories. If you want to share just a day you've had, anything at all, just feel free
anything
to tell.
You want to spiral about.
Absolutely, we're here to spiral with you. Clearly, I mean, look at us go. So yeah, we're here. Please feel free to request a call in, and we will spiral with you. But if you want to share your story and you don't want to call in, you're too embarrassed, or you want us to narrate it for you, you can always send that to us. Best method of contact, you can always DM us here, or you can always reach out to us on Instagram, and our handle is
at IHIHWHS.
Yes, and we also have an email. So again, link in bio on our Instagram. You can always send us an email as well for that. But if you want to participate on Songs We Hate, or share your dating stories, or the morning after moments, or whatever it is that you want to share with us on the morning after segments, you can always again DM us and let us know. But with that said, I wanted to wrap this in. Is we have Tia officially scheduled.
Oh yeah.
For Songs We Hate.
She is our soul sister in the hate department.
I love it. I cannot wait.
She's might be a bigger hater than you and me.
Slightly. Depends on the day.
I think she's going to be fucking hilarious on this show.
I cannot wait.
And we've been trying to schedule Tia for
a hot minute. Yeah.
So something always happened, something came up, but Mr. R just put, do you want to hear Nike and Under Armour stories? Always.
Yes.
Always want to hear those stories.
Yes.
I always like to hear the crazy nonsense that you that you bring up.
Oh yeah, I was just reading Helen's comment here about asking Mr. R to forgive her for ignoring her this morning. She was deep in flirting. What the fuck?
Helen unleashed. You guys, Helen was on fucking beast mode this morning, and I got so nervous.
No, why? I gotta go back in here.
Well, you can't. We were in Adam's show.
Yes.
And Helen on somebody in the show, but it was in the chat.
Okay.
So it was towards the end, and I was like trying to get Adam to just keep going with the show, just because I wanted the chat to continue and see where this was going. But it was fucking hilarious. I mean, to see Helen in action is so wild.
Are we taking notes? Or are we?
No, I was scared.
Oh, okay, you're scared. Okay.
But she just goes for it, man. Like,
I love it.
And that's how Helen gets all the dates that she does, and
but
does what she does. Like,
because Helen is a queen and she didn't give a fuck.
She does.
As she shouldn't. Yes.
I like it. But yes, it was a sight to read that chat. Anyhow, thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Helen just working on material for the show.
Can't wait for the next show.
Yes, which will be the 3rd Thursday of August.
Yes.
I'm not pulling up the calendar.
No.
But thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate your time. And we will see you at your shows.
Thanks, everyone.